Hey there, Niyama here, and I'm really excited to be a part of this conversation with you. Before we got started, I got a chance to really reflect on what would make this a powerful conversation for myself first. And I had to ask that question about what would make it powerful for me because I've recognized that as we go down this path of choosing to be trailblazers, to do go to places no one else has been, at least we haven't been, and to be one of the first, one of the only, and one of a kind in the impact that we make in the way that we show up. There's an element here of not settling for the status quo, not just on a macro scale, but in our own individual lives or in our business, not settling for the way things had been or the way that things are, and instead choosing to once again blaze a new trail to go out into the place that is unknown, that's uncharted, and that leads to something. Actually, it leads to ourselves more than anything else. And that's edgy for me to say. I recognize that it might sound like just a statement, but it's edgy for me to say because right now in my journey, being as blunt or upfront with the true with stating that the true path of courage is the one that is the path that only you and you alone can walk still feels uncomfortable for me. You might see me, you might another date and it just like rolls off my tongue and everyone's like, yes, of course, why else would we be here? But for today, that feels like a radical idea. It feels like a radical idea to say that I'm here to actually be your Sherpa as you discover more of yourself and make more income, make more influence, and make more impact as a result of that. That's what I want to be saying. That's what I've been trying to say. And for some, and it may even seem as though I have been saying it, but I will tell you I've not been able to own it, not to the level that I feel is really called for the level of impact, income, and influence that I'm searching for and that I know I can create. And so throughout this conversation, I want to make sure that we are leading and walking down a courageous path. For me, it's going to be bringing in more of the intersection of exactly what it is that I'm about. I love finding out when people have created something unconventional success and then saying, how do we not settle and actually take on the next mountain or the next journey that continues on from there? So with that here, we'll use that as a little bit of context for today. I'm going to be upfront, and the place I'm going to challenge myself is to really allow us to see what makes us distinct along this way. How can we be even more? If we're going to be one of the only along the way, if we're going to be one of the first along the way, if we're going to be one of a kind in the things that we do and the impact that we have and the services that we bring and the teams that we lead and the way that we lead it, how can we hone in even more on what makes us distinct? Because in that way, we have a monopoly on so many other things.
We're just getting started. Click on the link below to watch the full conversation and go to niamaashan.com/tribe to get additional resources and exclusive invitation to tribe-only events. Journey on.